Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough of the first boss in the Vault of Glass, the Templar, and discussing the 3 different phases and tips on how to defeat him. I'm also going to be putting up a video on how to defeat the final boss, Arekkz, tomorrow, so check back if you're having trouble with him. So, the Templar, the first boss you'll encounter in the Vault of Glass, or mini-boss if you will, because Arekkz is the only other boss you'll be fighting in this raid. The Templar has 3 main phases. Phase 1 I shall refer to as Tower Defense, Phase 2 is Hide and Seek, and Phase 3 is no more messing around, let's beat the crap out of this hulking piece of metal. In Phase 1, as soon as you drop down, a spire will form, and shortly after that, waves of enemy Vex will begin spawning and working their way towards it. And in true Tower Defense style, they are hellbent on getting to the spire. If they are successful, they will sacrifice themselves, and if too many sacrifice themselves, the boss will unleash a move which will wipe out your entire team. So it's in your interest to keep them away. For the first part of this fight, they'll all be moving towards this one central spire, so this part is pretty easy. With 6 of you all fighting waves of incoming Vex, all attempting to work their way up one single pathway, there's not much that will give you trouble here. Make sure you watch out for the Fanatics though. Those are the green glowing Vex. If you kill one of them, they drop a debuff circle. If you land in that circle, you get cursed. And if you are cursed when the Templar performs his ritual of negation, then you will die instantly. To remove the curse, you just work your way down to the golden ring in the middle of the room, jump in it, cleanse yourself, and you're good to go. So once you've defended the spire for a while, it will disappear, but you're not safe yet. You'll fight another wave of angry Vex, then 2 spires will spawn. One on the left, one on the right. At this point you need to divide your team into 2 groups of 3. Personally, I'd say put your strongest, heavy hitters on the left spire as it's more exposed and tends to be a bit harder to manage than the right. The right one, most of the enemies filter out the cave in front, so it's easier to manage. That being said, enemies will still begin spawning behind and working their way up, so do keep an eye on your back. The principle for this is the same. Defend the spires, don't let the Vex sacrifice, and keep this going until they disappear. The main thing to watch out for here are the Minotaurs. They hit hard, have a shield, and a lot of health. If they start sacrificing, it can be hard to kill them before they complete the sacrifice, so keep on top of them, save your rockets for those moments, and you should be okay. The most important factor here is to always protect the spire. If you see an enemy approaching or sacrificing, drop everything and focus fire on this enemy. So, once that's done, you've defended those towers, there'll be another wave of angry Vex before the final phase of Phase 1. At this point, 3 towers will now spawn left, right and back. The one at the back is the one you defended right at the start. At this point, you might be inclined to split your team into 3 groups of 2, but don't. The middle column is quite easy to manage solo, especially with rockets and grenades, so take 1 person from your right side crew and put them in the middle, so now you have 3 on the left, 1 in the middle and 2 on the right. Obviously if anyone dies, then you need to react, but this structure should see you through. Protect the spires for the last time, then once they disappear, defeat the final wave of angry Vex and you're done. Phase 1 complete, and this is your first checkpoint. If you die after this point, you can return to Phase 2 without having to do this all over again. So moving on to Phase 2, Hide and Seek. That's probably not the best analogy, but I'm going to work with it. In this phase, golden oracles will spawn around the room and it's your job to find them and destroy them as quickly as possible. If you don't find them and they're alive too long, they will curse your entire team. You'll then have to rush to the middle to cleanse in the circle, but use it too much and the circle will disappear, which means you'll no longer be able to cleanse, so your priority at all times should be to take down those oracles. At the start of the phase, music will play and the locations will flash, so pay attention and use this to work out where they will be. Spread your team out, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Top, middle, back, top, middle, back. This way you have an even spread across the map and should be able to get to them pretty quickly. You do want to watch out though. In this phase there are sniping hobgoblins on the outside of the map, so take them out or stay out of their line of sight. Either way, be mindful of them. You will also have to manage more enemy Vex, but generally, if you're spread out, you should have each other's backs. Repeat this for about 5 minutes and you should be done. Phase complete. And now you can take on the boss. Located in the middle of the room, where the cleansing circle used to be, is a relic. This is an integral part of the boss fight. It has 3 main functions. First and foremost, you are now a mobile cleansing machine. By pressing left bumper, you deploy a bubble which cleanses anything inside it from any curses they may have got from the oracles. The second function is the super, and this is the only thing that can take down the boss's shield. Then lastly, between RB and RT you have attacks, but you won't be using these. So, what's going to happen during this fight is that you're going to use your super to take down the boss's shield, while the rest of your team pile everything they have into him before it goes back up. And in between that, when the entire team gets cursed, and they will get cursed, then you'll cleanse them. As a relic holder, that should be the only 2 things you're doing. Also worth noting, when you take down the Templar shield, he will put bubbles around select members of your team. When this happens, do not under any circumstances try and leave it, and do not fire a rocket, as that would be pretty stupid as it'd be like firing a rocket into a brick wall. Use your gun to take down the bubble, then focus fire on the boss. If the relic holder gets put in a bubble, then just sit tight and wait for it to disappear. Your rotation should be this: Shields down, bubbles down, switch to rockets, shoot the boss in the eye, rinse and repeat. So now you have the techniques, here's how you're going to do it. First up, don't do this fight on the ground. It's so much harder, as you need to manage not only the boss, but also incoming waves of enemy Vex. Instead, work your way up here to this pillar and sit at the back, like our team is doing here. If you have triple jump, lift and glide, you can actually get to the pillar to the back left, but at this point I only actually had double jump or blink, so that's why we're here instead, but it still works nicely. Either way, get your entire team up there before you pick up the relic, as that triggers the boss fight. Once you pick it up, sprint up there, get to your team and crouch down. The good thing about being here is that when you're cursed, your bubble will pretty much engulf the entire pillar, so it's easy to cleanse the entire team. Then once you're up here, it's a walk in the park. When the relic holder gets super, give them space so they can move forward and take down the shield, then let them move back while everyone else moves up, take down the bubbles if anyone's engulfed, then switch to your rockets, shoot the Templar in the face and do as much damage as possible. There will be an oracle that spawns from time to time down on the left, so keep on top of that, but aside from that, that's all there is to it. Stay up here, watch your footing, try not to push your team off, shield down, bubbles down, damage, 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 rinse and repeat. Once you've got that unlocked, you'll have him beat in about 5 to 10 minutes. Obviously do watch out for incoming fire from the mobs below, they are still a danger, but just not quite as much as if you were down there with them. And that's it, that is all there is to that fight. Get that unlock and you will have him beat in no time. When we first did the raid the day that it opened, this did give us quite a lot of trouble, but now that we know the technique, we walk through this boss in no time. This entire phase, phases 1, 2 and 3, will normally have done in about 20-25 minutes. So, there you have it. Those are your tips. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the like button and show your support. That does really help me out, and obviously don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming videos. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you've defeated the Templar, or if you've got any other questions, or if you've got any troubles in the vault, and I'll be happy to help you. And also make sure you check back tomorrow when I'll be putting up a guide on how to defeat Atheon. Once again, thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.